Grand opening, grand closing.
Welcome, my friends, my family, my fellow gamers. Your only friend, these YouTube streets, CRUMBLES, back with another video. So let's take this back a little bit, right? The way Xbox have been doing, Xbox fanboys and content creators, they really hit hard on this whole roadmap narrative, right? Because really, that's technically the biggest strength Xbox got. Just a roadmap. Constant showcases, look at everything planned and all that stuff, right? While Sony hasn't been really upfront with their showcases and stuff like that. So the roadmap has been the biggest, you could say the best weapon, whatever, that these Xbox fanboys have. But what is the point of the roadmap if you're never able to get to the destination? It's just constant year after year, roadmap after roadmap, but the delivery of the content just constantly fails or falls short for whatever reason. And once again, Microsoft demonstrated that while having a roadmap, you can never get to the destination, or the destination is just not as close as you think. So Microsoft announced, as you can see here from Xbox, so many games coming. As such, we moved Avowed to February 18th, 2025 to give players backlogs some breathing room. Stay tuned for more from our games across Activision, Blizzard, Bethesda, and Xbox Game Studios at Gamescom, including our August 23 live stream for a look at Avowed, right? If you look at it, look at this image. This image alone, the first three you can't even play on the Xbox console. World of Warcraft is PC only. Age of Mythology Retold PC only. Ara PC only. Diablo 4 is a multiplayer. Call of Duty Black Ops. Call of Duty comes out all the damn time, right? So that game was going to come out with or without Microsoft buying ABK, right? You got Flight Simulator, but if you notice, most people don't even play that shit. But Indiana Jones to be announced, Shattered Space DLC to be announced, so you can't even guarantee that's going to come out in 2024. Towerborn, Avowed's delayed, South of Midnight's 2025, Doom Dark Ages 2025, Fable 2025, and don't be surprised if Souls games are going to be even further delayed, because it's clear what Microsoft's doing. Microsoft is not going to give, hit after hit, content after content back to back. No, they're going to stretch that out. Some of those games are 2026 games, right? Because they're not going to give you a lot of shit. They want you to stay subscribed and stuff, right? And guess what? Xbox fanboys are noticing that. Here we go. Frog Boy Gaming. I'm canceling my Game Pass subscription. All the games I want to play keep getting delayed. It's probably more cost effective for me to just buy them at launch. Or just be more patient. Play the games that you have, and then when all the games on Game Pass that you want are out, subscribe, play them, unsubscribe. Microsoft is stretching Game Pass, right? Because again, $20 a month is not going to cover on games that are supposed to be sold for $70. One game is like literally at least at a minimum 3 months of Game Pass if you're paying $20 a month. If you're paying $20 a month, right? One game is 3 months of Game Pass, right? Now, from the consumer perspective, absolutely great value, because you're getting these AAA games at $70 and you're only paying $20 a month for it. Got it. Great value, right? But Microsoft is a shit end of the stick for them. So they're going to do the business whatever metric to stretch this out and all that, right? Now, what's hilarious is Microsoft saying, to give, breathing room, the backlog. What backlog? Someone tell me what backlog. Because this right here, take a look at this. This ain't no goddamn backlog. Between first party, second party deals, third party deals, Microsoft had done nothing in 2024. All you got was Hellblade as a purposeful planned title. And that shit was announced in 2019. So goddamn, it's about time Hellblade came out. And that shit lasted 30 minutes. Hellblade 2 is about as long as the 2 DLCs for Final Fantasy 16. This shit is wild. This shit is the Sahara. What is the point of roadmaps and hyping roadmaps if this is the shit you got? Catch up to your backlog? Yo, this shit is wild. This shit is crazy. They are stretching the shit out of Game Pass, right? Y'all thought y'all were going to eat like 10, 20 titles this year. Nah, son. They're going to stretch that shit out to 2026. Some of those games, some of these games right here, let me tell you something. Some of these games that you see right here that are technically marked for 2025, oh, they're going to stretch that shit out. They're stretching that shit out. You're going to see. They're going to further delay this shit. This shit is crazy. This shit is wild. I'm sorry. But, you know, you can argue, oh, but they're not first party. No, but there are content that you can play that the publisher's like, we got to push games. Somehow, some way, we got to give the people who own our console games. So here you go. Boy, Xbox really pumped this shit in the stands, right? And then this shit, right? And then even the stuff that's like not even planned by Sony. Black Myth Wukong. Microsoft still found a way to mess that up. Like, Microsoft's just punting everything in the stands. They built a console that's just challenging for developers, at least the small developers, to work for, which is like Black Myth Wukong ain't coming out in August on Xbox, right? And look at the code the Xbox guys are creating. This is apparently why Black Myth Wukong is not appearing day and day with the other platforms and PC. It says, here you go, we got John. Nope, not the case. The Xbox version will have just worked as it used DirectX like PC version. They may need help to get the PS5 version working, and Sony said, delay for Xbox and we get you sorted. Plus, it was in their showcase. Okay, Xbot. So the theory is it's the PS5 version that was messed up. And when the developers came to Sony to help them out, Sony said, we'll help you out, but you got to delay the Xbox version or you're assed out. That's the theory we're going with. So the PS5 version was the messed up version. The Xbox version is fine. It's PS5 version that's messed up. And in order to fix the PS5 version, they had to delay the Xbox version. That was the deal. Boy, oh my boy. Yo, this community cannot be this stupid. You Xbox community. You gotta clean up your community. You got a lot of dumb motherfuckers repping Xbox. You got, I say this over and over. Out of all the gaming communities, PC, PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo, Ouya, iPhone, Android, all that shit, VR, Meta, the Xbox community has the most dumbest gamers in their community. It's like the majority of them reside there. I don't know how you grew this culture of stupidity, but it is there by far. It is crazy the shit you guys are doing. Oh man, this shit's insanity, right? Let me lead on to my final point, right? Because I don't want a super long video just for a super long video. It's just funny how people are now talking about the building that's already burned down. This is what I mean, right? You've been following my podcast. You've been following me here on the YouTube channel for a while. We had conversations. I've been talking about Xbox terrible console sales for the last 3 years or whatever. I've been telling people these console sales aren't that good. The trajectory is bad. You know, I was pretty much, let me put it this way. I was pretty much the guy, let's say me and Paris Lily, right? We're both in your house. I'm the guy that's telling you, because I see the kitchen, and I'm telling you, hey, bro, you got too much oil in the frying pan and the heat's too high. You're going to have problems. Lower the heat, drain some of the oil, because it's going to catch a fire. While Paris is like, nah, everything's fine. The food's going to be delicious. Okay. Now the pan's on fire. I'm telling you, hey, grab a cover it, turn off the heat, cover it, put some baking soda, put that fire out. Because it's going to spread and your kitchen's going to be on fire. Not Paris. Paris is out there. Oh, don't listen to Puerto Rock. He's a fanboy. He doesn't know what I'm talking about. The food's going to be delicious. It's going to be great time for a cookout. Now the kitchen's on fire. I'm like, bro, get the fire extinguisher, put that shit out. Your house is in danger. He's like, nah, all right, I can see a little problem. Paris is like, I can see a little problem, but that's not too big. Just throw in a little bit of water. We'll be fine. Keep the cookout going. Things are going to be great. Now the house is on fire. It's collapsed. The building's gone. Now he's chiming in saying, oh yeah, man, this is really bad. You're homeless. Your house is gone. Yeah, it's bad. Now he's chiming in. This is pretty much, listen to him right now.
It makes total sense that including Activision into their revenue, of course, it's going to jump up significantly. But when you take Activision out of it, it being slightly down isn't surprising either, going year over year, because what did they really have outside of anything coming from Activision in the quarter? It just makes sense. There wasn't anything that would have driven revenue to be bigger, across the rest of the Xbox portfolio. So not surprised. Now the hardware one, and I know a lot of people are seeing that, and I've seen comments, people are, freaking out over that, and it's somewhat justified, but again, not surprising, because we've seen this trend happening with Xbox over the past 18 to 24 months anyways with their hardware. I know a lot of people are pointing to the fact that they're marketing, no Xbox, no problem as far as cloud initiatives goes and things like that. I mean, this is just my opinion, but when I look at Xbox hardware, I think this generation is pretty much a lost cause moving forward. I think their best.
From what perspective? From what perspective, Paris?
From the perspective of just, and you can blame it on a multitude of things, but where's the content been over the past few years to drive people to want to go buy an Xbox Series X or an S? It has not been at the proper cadence to get people excited. I mean, we went almost a calendar year. What was that, 2022?
2022, yeah.
Without anything. So that clearly is going to hurt confidence and wanting to go buy hardware. Last year, we obviously got Redfall. We saw what that happened. Starfield, mixed results. I personally enjoyed it, but I understand people that have been skeptical about that as well. We've seen what this showcase shows for the future for them. That's very exciting, but the current present, there isn't enough there that's going to push people to go buy new hardware. Just my personal opinion. So I think they're probably looking at it of as they're doing, let's get our games in as many places as we possibly can to get people to engage with it. They've already said they're not going to stop making hardware, so we know we're going to get a next generation of it. That's probably their, I don't want to say last gasp, that isn't the proper word, but if we go into this next generation of hardware, which probably includes some kind of hand.
The crazy part is we've been saying this stuff for 2 years, and now you guys realize it. Now it's like, oh yeah, this makes sense now. It's August 2024. Now y'all realizing this stuff. Now y'all want to say the buildings burned down. But when we said it 2 years ago, we were fanboys. We don't know what we're talking about. Y'all just grifters. This is asinine. You guys got to do a better job of reading the room and do better job anticipating instead of trying to be the nice guy and trying to pretend you're the positive gamer. That's the positivity gamers are the worst gamers because they're fake. They're not really positive. They're just corporate cucking. That's all they're doing under the guise of positive gamers think positive. We saw like the things you are admitting now. Oh yeah, we didn't have much in 2022. We were telling you that in 2022. What you realize now in 2024 about 2022, how the consoles launch, how's this and that, we were telling you that while it was happening. Again, I was a guy telling you have too much oil and the flame's too high. Do something about it then. Right then and there, fix it. No, you let it slide. Now 2 years later, now you see the problems. You are seeing problems now that was already pointed out to you guys 2 years ago. Nobody wanted to listen. Everybody characterized it as fanboy. Fanboy. But now 2024 is an epiphany. Oh man, you just figured it out. The mystery has been solved. Good job, Sherlock. Holy shit, this shit is crazy. This shit is wild. This is literally the worst gen of journalism reporting I have ever seen in gaming. These guys are so far behind. It is sad that YouTubers are doing an immensely better job than actual people who has actual connections in industries backed by actual publications. You guys just suck at this. If I even had like I'm doing just this from my own home, just, getting some research on my own. If I had just a fraction of the resources, I would just dominate the journalism industry. This shit is pathetic. Holy shit, how you guys cannot put two and two together until after the fact. This is crazy. Cloud chasing for the corporations cannot be that lucrative. This is crazy. I don't know. This is wild. But anyway, that's that's the topic. You let me know what you think. Hit up the comment section. If you like the channel, if you like the content, if you're new here, hey, stick around, subscribe. I got a podcast, 60 frames no lag, every Tuesday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. And hit the like button. And you guys, hey, you enjoy your weekend. But let me know if you were expecting Avowed this holiday, and you seen what Microsoft just did. Does this change your viewpoint on Game Pass? Does this change your viewpoint on the value of Game Pass? Are you now like, wait a minute, if Microsoft's gonna keep delaying this stuff, I'll just cancel, and when the games come out, subscribe, play it, unsubscribe. You let me know what you think. Anyway, Puerto77, your only friend, these YouTube streets. I'm out of here. You guys take care. Peace.
Grand opening, grand closing.